Welcome to the news of the world. Let's get it on for the first week of 2023. Our first story brings us to sunny California, where celebrity is king, and a famous musician known for his gravelly voice has neighbors complaining about a noxious scent coming from his beachfront property. The superstar, by the name of Bob Dylan, who has owned the property with a 6,000 square foot house since 1979, has added a portable toilet for the guard shack, and when the breeze hits just right, can be smelled down the beach to his neighbors' properties. Apparently, the offensive roamer has been a point of contention since 2009. The city manager has been called, but did not experience the same thing as the neighbors. Those neighbors have gone on to install 5 large industrial fans to battle the aroma and hopefully push the breeze back onto Mr. Dillon's property. Fences make great neighbors, but so do industrial fans, I guess. For our next story, let's head to Doncaster, England, and the case of a mistaken email, rather many emails sent to the patients of the Askern medical practice. The email was sent to thousands of patients just before Christmas to let them know they had a diagnosis of an aggressive lung cancer. Turns out it was a mistake, and they had meant to simply say Merry Christmas. It took about an hour for a new email to send admitting to the mistake and clearing it up. Imagine, Merry Christmas, you've got cancer. Just kidding. What would you do in that situation? I mean, somebody's got to get fired, right? Let's head back to the United States, to my hometown of Seattle, Washington, where a man, obviously inspired by the late 90s movie Office Space, has been charged with stealing some $302,279 from his employers. Authorities say that Ernie Castro altered the computer code systems in his employer, Zulily, to reroute a small portion of customer-paid shipping charges to an account that he controlled. The code enabled him to charge the customer more for shipping and for him to get the difference. In another scheme, this mastermind of online purchasing theft had a woman he met on Tinder send him links to full shopping carts that he was able to make the purchase for pennies on the dollar. The money, according to this guy, is all gone. He doesn't have it anymore. The thought is maybe he bought a bunch of staplers. In other famous people news, on January 2nd in the Dominican Republic, the rapper, singer, and entertainer known as Bad Bunny snatched and tossed the cell phone of an ardent fan into a fountain, decorative fountain. Seems the overeager fan was walking alongside the singer while trying to get a selfie when the mean rabbit snatched the phone and tossed it into the water. How much to the shock of the fan and their chagrin. But, that brings up a good question. Famous people have the right to get annoyed when people, sort of trample on their personal space. So what kind of space should we give to celebrity? How much adoration is too much? I know this guy makes his living off of having fans and stuff, but at some point you got to be like, man, I just need some time to myself. And in our last story of the week, we here at News of the World have endured some pretty terrible flights over the years, from delays to crying babies and heavy turbulence to bad airplane food, but never have we had someone urinate on us. Well, this happened to a woman in her 70s who was on an Air India flight, a flight from New York to Delhi. She claims that a drunken man and a co-passenger made pee-pee on her in the business class area of the plane. This soaked her clothes, her shoes, her bag, and she had to go to the crew and complain, and after that they gave her some clothes and a pair of slippers. And then they required her to take her seat, which they covered with sheets. I think I would have demanded that they pull that plane over and let her out. What do you guys, what's your worst airplane experience? Let us know in the comments. All right, well, that's it for this week's News of the World episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, laugh at, joke about, discuss, etc. And tune in next week for more news that matters to you. Signing off, we'll see you then.